Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We join our party inside of the Last Light Inn, and it seems as though Astarion is making some friends. This is, of course, after the horrific attack from the Cult of the Absolute, trying to kidnap Isabel from this location. In the last video, we have been told to seek out Moonrise Towers and put an end to Ketheric Thorm, although there's a long road before we get there. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me. We are doing a 24-hour charity stream over on twitch.tv/MFPallytime on November 4th, and I hope you join me.
Reach Moonrise, and I've orders to help you. The path to the towers is drenched in blackness so deep even a torch cannot quell it.
Then how are you going to get by?
A way to move freely. Whatever this method, you must claim it. A cultist convoy crosses the land as we speak. I've readied an ambush. Say the word, and we fly.
So these cultists have an item that's helping them get through the curse. If I want to get to Moonrise, I need this item. That seems pretty straightforward. Let's take on the convoy. You lead, I follow.
Splendid. I'll mark your map should you lose the way. Harper's with me. Stray no more than an arm's length from your course.
Oh, they're just casting light on themselves. I should also have light on me, but it looks like it's been taken over. It only is putting it on my weapon instead of my violin. Everyone else should have torches and should be ready to go. So let's move out with the caravan. One thing I really like about this encounter is that if you join the goblins, at least at the beginning of this zone, and you're walking with them, you actually see the other side of the encounter playing out, like the other perspective of what's going on. These guys aren't slowing down at all. Looks like we're moving south along the road. They must have some good intel, but also along the road.
There's a struggle here.
What do we see? Clark said something. Can we investigate any of these for any information? This looks like many of the tieflings from the Druid Grove. Unfortunately got attacked on the road and did not make it. I'm trying to see if these are any of the ones that I recognize. None of the kids are in this group. That's a good sign. We were worried that they may have been taken. Unfortunate. Is it possible for them to get through without losing so many of the tieflings? The treacherous journey, that's for sure. The group got a little away from us, but we're coming up on the area they're at now. Now, are they already in ambush? Is this happening, or do we still have a second? It looks like they're still getting ready.
We bring more to your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Hey, don't go too far. You're gonna get swallowed up by the curse.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Yeah, web arse. Something moved.
Web arse.
Want me to drag it out?
Surprised they saw me. Clear your throat and make yourself known. I'm gonna stay hidden and keep watching.
They stay in the light. They do not go into the dark.
Didn't figure something as big and ugly as you for a coward.
Is she going into the dark? He's killing some of the goblins for us.
Go into the dark.
What the?
Stop! They will not become shadows. They will not feed the curse. Forgive me, my queen, but I had to. Before the dark got any stronger.
Now seems like a pretty good time to ambush. Rogue stealth try to blend in with the shadows, letting them pass you by. I don't think that's gonna go well. I don't think that's gonna go well at all. I'm going to emerge from the shadows and attack.
Heretics! Blasphemous in the dark!
So she did see something. I was hoping I'd be a little bit closer to our target, but unfortunately that's not the case. 8 Legs is going first. Goes for a melee swing on one of the hoppers, and then we see Sanctuary being cast. Gale snaps his fingers in an attempt to counterspell the Sanctuary. If that did go off, that means this guy would have been protected from all of our damage, and obviously we don't want that. Kalark puts his weapon away and then runs full speed at the spider. Cutting words help our topple, and we bring him down to the ground. Uh-oh. This guy might be in some serious trouble now. We are going to use the weapon in Lae'zel's hand. As we walk forward, we're going to recast our Hex onto this guy from earlier. That's a free spell cast. Now that we have a concentration, unfortunately, I'm like one step away from being able to auto attack. How disappointing is that? Wow. It's not even letting me use a ranged attack, it seems. It's saying I don't have an action, even though that was only a recast. Very, very weird. Well, on the rest of Kalark's turn, we're just going to start swinging. Huge damage as the target is on the ground. We also gain advantage with each swing. He's already down to half health. We then see Astarion walk up, and there are a lot of absolute followers in the walkway. He's going to try to hypnotize each and every one of them. Wow, if I get the angle right, I can even hypnotize the spider. Looks like most of them did get hypnotized. One of them did pass the check, and we are simply going to try to protect that concentration by moving away from their attacks. We now see Hunter's Mark going out as the Harpers on... Okay, you Hunters marked that target, then shot one that was... Okay, was not hypnotized. At least they did that. Hunter's Mark would have given them more damage on that swing. We see another one of the Harpers move up and hit the spider in the chest. A healing potion being thrown from the low ground by the one goblin who was not hypnotized, and a reckless war cry soon following. Another one of our Harpers gets in some decent damage, and it's Gale's turn now. He moves into the light, focuses his attention on the warrior in front of us, and with a level 3 cast, we are going to put 2 of those shots onto the goblin in front of us and 2 onto sharp-eyed Laura down in the road. I was hoping that would be enough damage. It was not, but both of them are very weak for the time being. Looks like one of the Harper Wizards cast a fire bolt, finishing off one of the goblins, which is exactly what we needed. Good heads-up play. The spider gets back up and takes an attack of opportunity as he turns around to attack one of the Harpers. We see Sanctuary being attempted to cast again. We counter the cast with Gale. You will find no safety here, spider. We go for another toppling attack. Unfortunately missing on the first strike, but sending him down to the ground soon after. After one swing, we're going to let Lae'zel try to get a lick in here. 80% chance to hit, 39 health remaining. Can she do it in a single swing with smite? Excuse me. She might be able to. 80% chance. Oh yeah, we knocked that out of the park. That was like 700 damage right there. That was a ridiculous amount of damage. With the remainder of her turn, she pulls out her bow and fires off at Sharp-Eye Laura, finishing them off. Astarion simply needs to protect his concentration. No reason to do anything else. If I attack one of these creatures, it will break their concentration. We are going to walk up to the road with Kalark and not act right now. Let's see what these Harpers decide to do. If they attack, it breaks. Are hypnotized. Looks like they're so far just dashing to get into a better position, which is exactly what we want from them. Hopefully none of the... Okay. No, that was fine. That was a healing potion. That's good. And reinforcing Kalark, it looks like these guys got their heads on straight today. Fantastic. Firebolts onto... We need to pick carefully. Beatty right here does not go this turn, so breaking the hypnotize on him doesn't matter. There we go, 8 damage. Now with the rest of our turn, we see the Harper Wizard fire off a firebolt of his own, hitting for 11 damage, one-upping you a bit there, Gale. Astarion's going to walk forward just a little bit as he sees a toppling attack from Kalark, just annihilating the target. Kalark's then going to move up on Kansif, the other of the half-orc, and just breaks his spine into pieces in front of everyone with those massive haymakers. All of the Harpers lived through this fight. Wow, I've never seen this guy get that bodied before. Those counterspells were coming in clutch.
Why so glum? We hit
A battle I won't soon forget. And in such favored company.
Yes!
Go ahead.
Sing of my greatness!
The lantern's there for the taking.
The lantern is there for the taking. Right, the way they are moving through the fog, of course. Gale moves up to the spider to inspect its corpse. We see Cruel Sting. If the drow is wielding this weapon, it deals an additional 1 to 4 poison damage against restrained targets. Very specific set of circumstances to make that pop off. We're just going to add that to wares. However, we also see a moon lantern, and Gale picks it up.
The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows.
incredible magic. I can feel the light lifting the shadows, even those within me. Be safe and be brave. We expect no less.
They're just leaving me with it, huh?
It's a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery. Sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my!
Oh, golly!
This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day.
You fuel the lantern? How does that work?
My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
It seems like a fitting punishment for a poet.
Says the bard. What's the mechanism at the base of the lantern? Let's see if Gale can look at it.
I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end.
Well, if I turn the mechanism, that could kill her. Smash the lantern on the ground? Let's try to release her.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Oh, okay. It's kind of a tone shift.
What do I owe you?
Well, you were my way of navigating the curse. Can you still help me now that I've released you? Perhaps I didn't do the right thing.
Sure I can, but will I?
But will you?
Yeah, sure, why not? Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want?
A dingus? You get out of here right now. Wow, that was actually very abrupt. So if we just shake this...
Been blessed already, haven't you? Move.
Oh, move on with your life. Oh, it was like I didn't do it. Oh, I see. Well, everyone in my party has the Pixie Blessing, which means we have the effects of the Moonlight Lantern without wielding it, which means no one in my party really needs to have a lantern out anymore. And for the rest of our time here in Act 2, we should be protected from the Shadow Curse. Pretty good progress, and we just left the inn.
Glorious din of it all. The streaming banners, the charging knights, the piles of severed limbs and heads.
I'd rather not. It's all the same to you.
We are going to start heading south along this road, trying to make our way towards Moonrise Towers. But of course, no matter where we go, everything's pretty sketchy here. You can see every area around us is completely devoid of life. And it looks like this area here is getting even darker.
Tollhouse. Must have collected a tidy sum back in the day.
We found the Tollhouse. Well, there was an enemy here that I did not fight last time. I will try to show it to you guys. Astarion breaks off from the party and begins to head upstairs. The game just saved. If it didn't, I would be saving right now. We see... how do I say that? Geringo the Thorm? That doesn't even make sense. Ooh, what's that you have there?
What do you bring?
Pain, grief, loss, chaos. The list is really endless.
I require good.
Oh, well, I will toss the creature a gold piece. How much do you want exactly?
All that you have.
And we're gonna do that 1 coin at a time? I don't hand out so much gold for so little in return.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
Persuasion. Why stay in this rotting building? Take your gold and be free. Is that actually... Wait, can we actually pass that? Can we actually pass that? We have guidance coming in. We need an 18. We roll a fit. We passed it. Wait, is she just going to walk away?
The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold.
That all checks out. Says who exactly? Seems to me that there's no one here to even oversee you. This is a big persuasion check. We already have guidance. We rolled a natty 20.
Gold. 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 No. I paid back.
I just killed a boss. I just killed a boss with my words. Wow, I didn't even know that was possible. Well, this boss has a very interesting weapon called the Twist of Fortune. No, actually, that's not the weapon. They have a weapon that deals damage to you based on the amount of gold that you were carrying. Luckily for me, I just emptied out all of my coffers. However, Clark still had 2,000 gold on him. She would hit me for probably 2,000 damage. Like, it's that severe. Very surprised we got through that without a fight. This is one of the Thorms. This is one of, like, Ketheric's go-to helpers. Taken down with mere conversation. There is a safe here that has a strength requirement to open. Somehow we still roll a 16. And there's a single gold inside. Wow. Interesting. A plaque on the wall says seized inventory on the other side of it. There is also potentially a way in from the outside. I have a feeling that I might be able to squeeze Gale past this, but if I do that, I wouldn't be able to open the chest. Clark should be able to at least hop up one level of this roof, right? Oh yeah, I can make it all the way up. That's no problem. And I'll just go ahead and grab that chest. I can't pick the lock on it, but I can toss it out of the window. And then Astarion could get that when he goes down there. Yes, the enlightened plan. There's also a Great Axe +1 in here. I'll take that. Scroll of color spray. Hey, not bad finds all around. Opulent chest on the eastern side of the second floor. Arrow of many targets, bronze goblet, and a little bit of gold. Dare I try to open another one? This one just says it's locked. Difficulty of 30. We can give guidance. We have 12 thieves' tools. Will we be... Not with that roll. We can't get it open. With all of our bonuses, we are adding on 10 to 13. 18? We ended up being too short. That is one of the hardest things to open I have ever seen. Hey, natty 20! That was my 5th attempt at this, I believe. Natty 20 got it open. Inside, there is a pouch with supplies and a body. That was so not worth it. Oh my god. I can't even reach the skeleton to interact with it for some reason. Oh my god. Another chest behind some locked double oak doors on the second floor. Opulent chest we might already have the key for. We do not. Here we go again. This one only needs a 10 to open. Guidance should make that completely trivial. We rolled a 16. Inside we find the gloves of Battle Mage's power. When a weapon attack roll inflicts a condition, the wielder gains arcane Acuity. We'll just send those over to Lae'zel. She can hold on to them for now. Well, that's one of the Thorms taken down, but there is another Thorm in the nearby area. Let me go back downstairs and join my party. And before I forget, I'm going to open that chest that Clark threw out of that second story room. Inside of it, we find the Fire Heart. Whenever you take fire damage dealt by another creature, you gain 2 turns of heat. Now, as we leave that building, if we look to the south, I believe this is Moonrise Towers itself. Really didn't take us that long to get over here. Pretty direct route from where we were. Now, of course, we did not explore everything, and we will continue to poke around. But before we go in there, our group is feeling so parched after that long, arduous talk with the tollkeeper.
This must be a brewery.
Yes, this must be a brewery. But where is the brewer?
I suspect it holds more than just liquor.
Oh, do you? Oh. Hello. How are you? Very large man.
Drink! Go back down, wet your whistle. Tell your story.
Happily, friend. I am Clark, the strongest and smartest of all of the Githyanki. Oh, I like how you can't just down one. What is it that you're serving?
Only the best. Oblivion and beyond. Go on. Cheers. Bottoms up. Go nuts.
I've seen some grotesques in my time, but this is something else.
I don't know if this is healthy for an alien species to drink, but we pick up the tankard anyway.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Interesting.
Near to bursting. The next few sips could be his last.
You think?
Go on, drink. Make it drink. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health.
Steady your body and mind. Then drink. This is the Monk saving throw. Monk should be very good at this. We're getting an advantage roll because we are a monk. We can also get Bless, which is going to give us an extra 1d4. For some reason, the Ring of Protection and the Ring of the Cloak of Protection, are both adding to our roll here, so we should be great. We're not great, but we still might have it. +3 from Constitution. We're going to need a good roll on the Bless. And we managed a 16. Cheers, friend.
Burns your throat as you swallow. But otherwise,
blue.
you feel no ill effects.
On my lip. Oh, he had like a glow with it, didn't he?
Elixir. But such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do.
Should I want to know what quaff means? I don't know. Oh, he's pouring us another one. Thank you, friend. Your cup is much larger than mine.
Now tell me the story. A fable. A saga. Delight me.
Oh, do I? Okay. Oh God. I bumped my mouse onto my keyboard. It seems as though I've seen goblins' vile rituals with my own eyes. I wanted to tell him about how I blew up the Grove and somehow didn't make anyone mad at me. So let's all just say that this is my enlightened story. All of these would have been performance checks. I don't know if this one is actually hurting us more so than any other, but we will use our astral knowledge of charisma and a bardic inspiration. We need an 18 for this roll. We roll a 8 minus 1. That's not enough. We roll a 15. However, do I have any inspiration? We have 4. I'm going all in on this. 28 on the second roll.
I can hardly bear, tolerate, endure, if only in my mind, such daring.
Yes, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Drink, then you amaze, and fuse astound me again.
So I can either go immediately into another saving throw, or I can ask him a question. How did you become whatever you are now?
Father Catheric's laughter, not joy, not ever, never, only laughter.
So he made fun of you?
Bring it deep.
And then you drank yourself. Okay. Well, I am going to once again, Monk, fortify your spirit with a silent mantra as you drink. I'm sure this is no problem at all. We need a 16. We have advantage. We roll a 9 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. Exactly a 16. Looks like I grabbed his glass that time.
Rumbles as the vile brew fills it, yet your mind remains miraculously steady.
More stories.
Oh, this might be all I can stomach.
Foes found, villains vanquished, beasts bastard.
We only have 3 inspiration left. These are all performance checks yet again. But there's one that's Githyanki. I think we should do that. I bested an Inquisitor, the vaunted champion of my own queen, Vlaakith. I left them dead on the ground, for I am the strongest and smartest of all of the Githyanki. Come on, I added in so much extra flair. We're going to take another bardic inspiration and give it a go. That's exactly a 16. We will easily best that. It was a good story after all, of course.
I'll drink to that. We'll drink to everything, but especially to that. Bravo! Ask, question, make your query, and drink once more.
I thought he was supposed to be popping by now. What can you tell me about Ketheric? Like, why is he immortal?
Father. Father is Father. Eternal. Invincible. Forever. Except not.
What do you mean by that last part there? Except not?
Drink.
What do you mean? How can I defeat Ketheric?
No. Must not. Cannot. Will not mention her. The customer is always right, but also wrong.
Oh, let's not get too upset. And I reach for my glass one more time. Channel your focus to a sharpened point. This drink is vile. I must concentrate. Monk saving throw yet again. We need an 18. We roll a 15. That should do it, rolling up to a 21.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in otherwise sound mind and body.
easily. Very well said, friend. Oh, there it goes.
You want Father's personal, mysterious secret?
Yes, yes, I do.
No, not never. Father said, ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Her cage. Her cage.
Her cage. Whose cage, friend?
Perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No, nay, neither. Too strong.
I love how janky that was. Well. You know what I love about this too? We just defeated two of Ketheric's most loyal, I don't want to say bodyguards, but followers. I mean, this guy was literally calling him his father. I don't know if all of them feel that way. But we've beaten them without even raising a hand to them. Good old-fashioned words did the job. Now, as we sneak into the back of this guy's building, are we going to find anything good in here? Fire resistance potion, serpent fang toxin, drow poison, lots of poisons. Perception check didn't go off without a hitch.
Caution is warranted here.
Ah, this is a trap. Let's see if Astarion can disarm it. I don't even know what I'm looking for in here. We roll a 19, pop that bad boy open. It's still locked. We're going to have to lockpick it. We should be able to do that no problem as well, only requiring a 5. We have that with almost passive rolls. A rustic chest inside of here. Another rustic chest. Why would you go through all the trouble of locking some simple ingredients up? Huh. Oh, there is an arm in those. Skeletal remains.
Oh dear. She's well pickled, whoever she was.
Oh. Do these do anything? There's, wait, research notes somewhere. I can't click on these kegs at all. Very strange. What about the chest outside? We'll pick that lock as well. We need a 10 for this one. We roll a 27. And open it goes. Inside, we find the Punch Drunk Bastard. While drunk, you have advantage on attack rolls and also create a blast with each attack, dealing thunder damage in a 10-foot radius. Wow. Ooh. And it looks like a book on how to make some of those toxins. A dirt mound we can dig from just up the path to the east. I was expecting to find a bit more back here, but it looks pretty desolate. Some good elixirs in here, though, as well as some more poisons. We'll take those with us. One more chest placed in the northern corner. Once again locked. Let's see if we can pop it open. This one is a heavy chest. Usually better things are in heavier and more secure chests. We find the Icarus gloves. When the wearer deals acid damage, they also inflict noxious fumes. I think we could set up a poison build with a lot of these items that we find here in Act 2. I don't think it'd be that hard. Lae'zel noticed a loose plank in the floor here, and inside of it is Madeline's ledger. It says the words for the attention of Dark Justiciar Nestasha. are written across the top of every page. This is an excerpt from the last page. Morning, day 15. Seisman Nowak said Ketheric wouldn't hold onto Moonrise Towers for long at this rate. Evening, day 18. Amani Atakni claimed it was unfair that the Thorms had the cushiest jobs. Night, day 22. Mark Jacobs, Benjamin Blanchett, made jokes about the Thorms, especially Lord Ketheric, said he was a misery guts, a weeping nutsack, and discussed exactly how his wife would have liked it. His wife is now dead. That's pretty messed up. I know what Mark and Ben said was just plain awful, Lady Natasha, but they're some of my best friends, and I've never heard such talk from them. They were upset over their wages being cut, and were the drunkest I'd ever seen by midnight. I know it looks bad, but hand over heart, we've never met two gents more devoted to Our Lady, I swear it. A different, more elegant script appears beneath it. Our Lady of Loss would be proud of you, Madeline. Do not worry about Mark and Benjamin. Myself and your two gents are simply going to have a little chat. I promise. Our Lady of Loss would be proud of you. So it seems as though this is a Dark Justicier's book. Why would that be hidden behind the counter in here?
Breathe deep and move.
Very curious. Well, if we continue along the road, like we saw earlier, that will lead us into Moonrise Towers, which is just the beginning of this act. We've already somehow taken down two of Ketheric's most trusted bodyguards. What will we be able to get up to inside Moonrise Towers itself? Check back again tomorrow and find out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you again very, very soon.